it's Miriam again with another edition of Recipes from the Hearth, and today we are going to be doing a coffee cake from 1877, and it's from the Home Cookbook. So the first thing we need to do before we do any of our baking is wash our hands. So here we go. So the first thing that this recipe calls for is 1 cup of butter. So I have my 1 cup of butter here, and it's softened a little bit because I'm going to need to cream it with some sugar. So add my butter to the bowl. And next I want to add 1 cup of sugar. Next, I'm going to cream the butter and sugar together. Now this is something that you could do with a mixer if you have one, but I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way because this is a recipe from 1877. And now that I've creamed my butter and sugar together, as you can see here, I'm going to add the rest of the wet ingredients. So that includes 1 cup of molasses, have to make sure you get all of it out of your measuring cup, and 1 cup of cold coffee. And now we're going to mix all of that together. And now we're going to add some of our dry ingredients to it. So the first thing we need to add is our 1 cup of currants, which I happen to have here and is left over from the hot cross buns I did last time. If you don't have them though, you can either omit the currants or you could use some raisins instead. And now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. As well as a teaspoon of mixed spices. Now mixed spices is often what's referred to when talking about the spices that we add to gingerbread cake, and this is very similar to a gingerbread cake. So I'm going to be adding half a teaspoon of cinnamon, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Now we're going to mix in the spices and the baking soda. And next it calls for 2 to 4 eggs, so I've chosen to use 2 eggs. Next, we're going to add eggs to our mixture. Now the recipe suggests between 2 to 4 eggs. I'm going to use 2 for my coffee cake. And mix those in. Now the last step in the recipe is to add flour until the mixture is thickened. So I'm going to add the flour by the 1/2 cup until I think I have enough for my cake. Alright, so I added 3 cups of flour to my mixture, and now I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 and pour my mixture into a greased 9x9 inch pan. And now we'll let the mixture bake and see how it turns out.